If you are in the market for budget-friendly all-terrain tire, the Sumitomo Encounter AT is worth considering. Built by one of Japan's most trusted tire manufacturers, it combines solid on-road comfort with decent off-road capabilities. Let's check this tire out in greater details, starting with its size, specs, and design features. So with Sumitomo Encounter AT, you get 48 total sizes in 15 to 20 inch rims, up to T speed and up to E load ratings, and 60k mile tread wear warranty on all sizes. Now on to the design features. So with this tire, you get very similar rubber to that of Wildbeak 83W. Internally, the Encounter AT packs in 2-ply polyester casing beneath 2 wide steel belts and a spirally wound reinforcement nylon cap ply. And externally, you get these elongated shoulder lugs with sharp edges which are not staggered but still serrated for solid off-road bite. They are linked up by tie bars to help with handling stability, particularly on dry roads, and they also come with pretty aggressive siping for wet conditions. The sidewalls have M-shaped lugs that might not be the thickest, but they get the job done when you're lowering the tire air pressure for better off-road traction. And in the middle, the 3 ribs form narrower channels, and those smaller center lugs still pack a punch with biters and siping, giving you great control in all sorts of terrains. The Sumitomo Encounter AT is hands down the best budget all-terrain tire. And the main reason behind this is its outstanding wet traction, where most of the all-terrain tire lacks. In our 50 to 0 miles per hour braking tests, the Encounter AT stopped 3 feet shorter than the Wildbeak 83W, which offers one of the best wet traction in its category. So yes, Sumitomo also naturally outperforms other big names like the BFG KO3, Wildbeak 84W, Toyo 83, and Grabber ATX, to name a few. Moreover, the tire also provides impressive results when it comes to overall handling and steering responsiveness. Now, the secret behind its wet performance lies in its siping design. They vary in angle from one rib to another, enhancing wet grip in both longitudinal and lateral directions. Meanwhile, their design, which is interlocking on shoulder lugs and linear on the middle blocks, delivers an excellent balance of directional stability and lateral control, even when the tire is pushed to its limits. On dry roads, the Sumitomo Encounter AT delivers a solid overall performance. But what really stands out is its braking. On average, it manages to stop about 6 feet shorter than the Wildbeak 83W in our 60 to 0 miles per hour braking tests. And this is again due to its smart design, where you see longitudinally aligned ribs with offset edges, notches, and reinforced foundations that provide the directional traction this tire needs. Now, typically, better braking should translate to better handling, since the tire can slow down faster going into corners. But that's not the case here, as Sumitomo AT takes longer in our handling tests compared to the same Wildbeak 83W, and this issue comes down to its steering particularly. But considering its price, this isn't a major deal, and I would say it's still a solid performer, especially for what you're paying. The Sumitomo Encounter AT features a great blend of polymers in its tread, which helps reduce stiffness and adds flexibility to the tire, allowing it to stay soft without wearing out quickly. And thanks to its softer rubber, this tire does a great job of absorbing road vibrations as well. Plus, with a tread depth of 20 by 32 inches, which is quite a lot for an all-terrain tire I should add, there's plenty of space for those vibrations to dissipate, making for a very comfortable ride experience. However, that same deep tread also brings some noise into the mix. The extra space basically allows more air to hit the tread walls, making the tire a bit noisier. It has a higher pitched sound that you'll notice more compared to quieter tires like the Toyo 83. But to be fair, it's still quieter than the Wildbeak 83 and 84W as well as General Grabber ATX. So while it's not overly loud, it's definitely something to keep in mind. The Sumitomo Encounter AT remains highly competitive in winter conditions, offering solid snow acceleration comparable to other popular all-terrain tires. All of this is credited to the tire's high silica rubber composition combined with its lot of biters and siping. With high silica content in its rubber, the Sumitomo tire becomes very thermally adaptive, keeping all its biters flexible in colder environments. So the tire's biters remain flexible and are able to grab the snow better with snow-to-snow contact particularly, providing a very nice overall winter performance. The off-road performance of Sumitomo Encounter AT is decent for lighter terrains, but has some key limitations. On rocky and gravelly roads, it performs adequately, but the absence of stone ejectors affects its handling. Moreover, in muddy conditions, the tire struggles significantly, packing up quickly due to the lack of wider outer grooves and staggered shoulder blocks, which hampers mud evacuation. And while it handles sand to some extent, it's not designed for more challenging terrains even with lowered air pressure. So while the Sumitomo Encounter AT may not match the off-road capabilities of the Wild Peak or KO3, it performs similarly to other on-road focused all-terrain tires like the Geolandar G015 and Firestone Destination AT2. By the way, I've reviewed and compared these tires with others on my channel, so check out those videos and let me know what you guys think about this Sumitomo tire. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.